Well, we've got a guest on our vlog. Wow, your bike looks beautiful. It's
my
A-Rocks?
goodness, it does not like your mud.
Sorry. So there's, you call it the Blue Arrow, your A-Rocks?
Yeah, it's a 155 Yamaha, bought it brand new. Had it for about 5 weeks now. I've only got, 4 weeks. I've only got 300 kilometers on it.
Okay, you got 300 kilometers.
But the mileage, excellent. I'm at 47. I don't know, I didn't check for this trip, but the only problems I had was finding the proper mount.
For your phone?
For my phone.
I haven't even done that yet. I got a mount, but I haven't put it on.
But I don't have a crossbar, so I had to go.
The mirror, yeah, that's what I got. I got a mirror mount too. I probably ought to get a crossbar mount, but I bought the mirror mount. We'll see how it works.
I liked it, and you want it on your left hands because your right hand's the throttle.
Yep.
So you don't want to be coming off the throttle. Plenty of space. Everything's been good on it. I got my SEC aluminum.
That's nice.
Case.
Now, how much did that run?
About 45, I think.
45,000? 4,500?
4,500.
4,500 is a really great deal for that box. Awesome. Okay.
And then this RM is for the Aerox, and the guy had it on there.
The bracket.
15 minutes. I didn't have the tools, so I said, I'll pay somebody to do it.
Awesome.
And we got our helmets from the place you recommended.
Okay, that's where we got ours. Like it seems like a long time ago now.
And then, yeah, everything.
All right, well, come on in. I don't want you standing out in the sun. All right, so some of you folks, our subscribers, might recognize JP from Gino's channel, Dazzle TV, with Gino and Dazzle, and he's been here now 6 weeks, and he's been staying initially at the La Casa Española in Kalibo. So, how would you say, how's your stay been in Kalibo, and how would you say that it compares to what you envisioned from watching YouTube?
I think that when you're looking at moving to the Philippines, it's a big move. You need to take a look and different people, different sources, and evaluate it all. Decide what you want to get out of it and what you expect. If you expect high-rise condos, that's not what I wanted. I wanted peace and quiet. I thought Kalibo would be a good match for me because it's small enough. It's around 100,000 people. It's got some malls. It's got activity, lots of things going on, but also right outside, when you get just a few minutes outside of Kalibo, there's rice fields. It's like farmland that I grew up with, and it felt more like home. I really have to hand it to Gino from Dazzle TV because he just lays everything out. If you want to find out about Ilo, you go to his channel, you look at his playlists. That's one of the things that attracted to me and got me hooked on his channel was everything he did, he compartmentalized it, so I can look at Kalibo, I could look at Kataklan and Boracay and get all the information that I wanted right there, straight up, no sunshine, no doom and gloom, just the facts.
Yeah, that's the way I see it too. If you want to know about the Philippines, Gino's got a pretty good how-to, almost a no-nonsense how-to YouTube page. So it took you a little while, but not a little while actually. You got your motorcycle pretty quick because you're only here 6 weeks. So what made you choose the Aerox, and how's your?
I liked it because of the color and the size. The 155cc, water cooled. I had a lot of motorcycle experience, no scooter experience, so that was a transition. Took me about 2 or 3 days to get used to not having to use my right front toe as a brake. But it's been great. I get about 47 kilometers per liter, which is about 110 miles per gallon.
Can't beat that.
Very comfortable. In fact, today first time I had my girlfriend on a long ride, and very comfortable. I was expecting to have to put a bigger shock on the back. I don't need that. That's fine. I put the aluminum SEC 45-liter alloy top box on.
It looks sharp.
Yeah.
It looks sharp. I'll walk over there when we're done and show everybody.
And so far everything's been good. The only downside I had a plastic phone mount from my GPS, and it broke first time I got it on the highway. The roads in Philippines are different, and they're not smooth. The highways aren't smooth like America. Yeah. Well, most of America, there's lots of potholes, but they're different.
You were telling me earlier that that's one of the few things that probably you didn't envision as bad as it was the road.
Yeah, because had I been watching your channel, I would have expected a lot more potholes and no road and gravel and all kinds of things. Because I was watching Gino's channel and he's in a car, he gave me an idea that I'm going to have open roads and concrete everywhere, congestion and all that stuff and potholes. But I had a different expectation. But that's my fault. I should have concentrated more on getting a variety of information. But still, I'm happy with Aerox for now. Exactly what I needed right now. I think in the future it may not be what I need. I may need something that's a little bit more off-road capable. And we discussed that off camera. It's a whole different issue.
You're thinking maybe a Bronco, or maybe one of the Chinese copies of the Bronco.
Yeah, just so I can have cargo carrying capacity that this motorcycle just doesn't have.
Because in the future you might be doing a little bit of farming and you might need to carry some payload.
Yes. And one of the things, like coming up the last bit of road before your driveway was a good lesson. That was exactly right. My street tires do not like mud, and almost put me down a couple times. I got her off right at the beginning, and she walked behind me, and I think she thought that was quite funny, as long as it didn't hit the ground. And I'll probably walk it back to the road.
I wouldn't blame you at all for walking it back to the road. I mean, if you want, I can help you with that. But you're more a motorcycle guy than I am, so I think you know the drill.
Yeah, all of my motorcycle experience was street bikes. I had 5 or 6 different street bikes from the time I was 18, and I think I spent maybe 3 or 4 days on dirt bikes and hated it. So that's my perspective is street bikes good, dirt bikes bad for me.
Yeah, well, I you know me, I like the dirt bike, but it's just because of they don't have the infrastructure is not in the places I want to go, and the dirt bike is far more comfortable. Dual sport, we call that one. The one I have is a dual sport, but so. How are you adapting to the food, and have you had a lot of people complain about getting intestinal issues when they get here? How's your stomach?
Stomach has been good. The only times I take, I'm pre-diabetic or diabetic, I take metformin. Because my blood sugars, I noticed they, mostly from walking, I believe, they dropped about 20 points. Okay. The metformin was...
So you're getting more healthy since you got here?
Yes, healthier, yes. Okay. And just the walking, transitioning over to, especially the last couple of weeks where Eden has been around every day and cooking for me, insisting on cooking for me. And now we go to the market, we get fresh fish, fresh meat. We're cooking every day. She cooks every day. I cook 1 day a week, maybe. And we eat healthy. We eat vegetables and a little bit of rice for me. She eats a lot more rice than I do. But everything's been good. One of the things, a little story I want to tell is going to the market. The first time I went to the market, I was actually lost by GPS and got to walk through the market. And I was in absolute awe of the amount of and quality of fresh vegetables that I saw there. The people, I didn't feel nervous. I was excited. I felt safe. I felt people were friendly and looking at me, not in a "Who are you?" in like, "Oh, who are you?" You can see in their face they're happy. Yeah. The couple times I made eye contact and said hello, they would greet me with a little bit of a greeting. I think they're all shy to speak English to the foreigner, but just.
So you found the people friendly, and you've been exploring on foot too. You're telling me earlier that you've been walking all over Kalibo on foot.
Yeah, especially the first, even after I got my motorcycle, and that's one of the things I want to talk about, is I got my motorcycle, and then you don't get a license plate, you get a temporary plate, and it's kind of iffy. There's nobody's going to pull you over, but if you have an accident, you're not going to have. I paid cash, so I got a copy of a registration.
They send it in the email.
Yes,
that's how I got it.
Well, no, I got mine they handed it to me.
Oh, they
and
did?
then about 3 weeks
Okay.
later, I actually have the title.
Interesting.
It's at home, but I don't have a legitimate state license plate. I had a manufacturer, a little company made me a plastic
Okay. Okay.
that has my number on it. It looks exactly the same, except it's plastic. And everybody knows what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm not horsing around or doing things stupid.
Yeah. I drove around without it. We had the ORCR and the plate number is on there, but it took like, I think it took 6 weeks to come before the plate came.
Yeah, I'm at 5 weeks now since, so I think that
Maybe next week.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not worried about it. I feel
Yeah, I'm not-
comfortable riding around with this.
And I asked, what is the worst thing that could happen? Because I was in the same situation. They said basically the worst thing that could happen is if you actually went through an LTO checkpoint. And if you see an LTO checkpoint, there ain't no law that says you can't turn around and go the other way, and they won't chase you. But if you actually went through an LTO checkpoint, they would ask for it, or maybe they might check, and then they might fine you 10,000 peso. That's what I was told. So that's like the worst case scenario, and everybody is driving before that gets here. Nobody's parking the bike and not using it. So
Yeah, so initially, Atiatihan is the big festival of the whole region. It was going on right
Yeah.
about the time I bought my motorcycle, and I didn't feel comfortable driving.
Yeah.
It is like nothing else.
maybe there's like 300,000 or 400,000 people in town instead of 100,000, and they declare it like a national security event or whatever the equivalent is here in the Philippines. And yeah, it's so congested you can hardly move. And I did ride the motorcycle through that, and I regret it every time. But somehow I always end up in the middle of it.
That was the only time so far that I had to use strong braking. Everything else,
Yeah.
you drive defensively. If you have experience, I would not buy a motorcycle if I didn't have motorcycle experience in the States. A lot of motorcycle experience. If you want to start out riding motorcycles in the Philippines, you need to do it out in the province and take your time. I don't know if you're going to be able to rent one without a
They'll rent it to you.
without a learner's permit or without a motorcycle endorsement
They
from
don't
the
even
States.
care. They'll just give it to you.
Wow.
They don't even ask for your license a lot.
It is
They
the
might
wild,
just
wild
ask for your
west.
passport and take a copy of it, a picture of it, and then hand the passport back. And you give them the money, they give you the bike. And that's the way it's been for me.
I would be scared. But once you get outside, it's just common sense motorcycle riding. I feel totally free and happy. I think once I left Kalibo proper on the way to your house, about half-hour ride, I was smiling the whole time.
It's a fun ride. And the
it's
fruit
beautiful.
stand.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I get sidetracked a little, not to sidetrack you too much, but there's a fruit stand on the way between. I don't know if Gino showed you his favorite fruit stand. There's a few fruit stands in there that you can get the best fruit there.
I did try to point out Dead Man's Curve.
Oh yeah, I call it the devil curve. Yeah, all the trucks go off the edge. There's been probably I think 9 since I got here have gone off there.
Yeah,
and I vlogged most of them. I go down, I fly the drone around them, take pictures. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's amazing. The other thing is that was kind of surprising. I knew fruits and vegetables were going to be good. Mangoes, the pineapples, a few fruits that I've had that are fresh, not 2 weeks on a truck, on a ship. So amazing. It's like, what was I eating before? Was it even real? Was it plastic?
Been in storage too long.
Yeah.
Picked underripe. In order for us to get it in America, it's been picked underripe, kept in storage for far too long, and treated with all kinds of crazy chemicals to keep it looking nice. And another thing I wanted to ask you about was La Casa Española. How do you like it? I
love it. It's not perfect. I didn't expect perfect. It's better than I expected. I rented a two bedroom. It was 20,000 pesos a month. And I could have easily gone to a 1 bedroom, but I didn't really need the space. But I didn't know how much I was going to need.
So you overbought as far as space just to be on the safe side.
I think it's 2,000 pesos less, and that's not worth trying to move to save that kind of money. I don't want to.
And it's beautiful there. It's a well-kept property. It's big. There's a lot of apartments there. Karen and I have stayed there, and it's just nice.
Yeah, outside there are plotted potted plants everywhere, hanging everywhere.
Beautiful hanging.
They've got plants. I have 3 living plants in my room, and I don't know how they survive because my curtains are always. They don't grow much.
They might be rotating them once in a while. I'll put some.
Well,
I don't know.
They haven't told me about it though.
Okay,
And yeah, so I don't know.
I'm just guessing, but you're right. It's so well kept. It's amazing.
And you go out in the morning and there's people. They mop in front of my door. It's tile. And they sweep and mop every single day. That floor, and other than those leaves that come in dead leaves that come in once in a while, it's as clean as most people's houses, and that's the front porch. They're everywhere. I know they probably are employing more people than they need to, but
labor's cheap, and it keeps the property tight and tidy.
Exactly, everything's good. That's probably the only downside is you really have to time your showers to
water pressure drop.
Water pressure from 7 o'clock in the morning till about 8:30 or 9 o'clock at night. The water pressure is really low.
Okay, I didn't know that.
When there's low flow, the hot water comes out slow, so it's really hot.
Really hot because they have an electric on-demand heater, and the less water goes through the on-demand heater, the hotter it is.
Me, when I was walking around a lot, and even if we go walk, we're going to walk. We're going to go to the market. We're walking. We're not even going to talk about a trike. If we buy a lot of stuff, and we'll trike it back. But when I get back, I need a cold rinse-off shower. I feel gross because I start off with a heavy layer of sunscreen.
Yep.
That's the other thing I found out.
Sun's hotter here.
Yeah, it's direct heat. The tops of my legs, even with sunblock 50, was getting scorched.
Yep.
And especially the first two times I took the motorcycle out.
I got it from a jet ski at Mac 10 Island. We went out to Mac 10 Island on the jet ski, and I had blisters all over the tops of my knees on down.
So I think I will probably have family send me some spray-on. I like the spray-on clear SPF 50 or 100. Probably send me some of that in the near future. We're doing okay right now, but I'm going to wait till I need some other things I can't get.
So what are you doing for footwear? Are you wearing?
I got some Skechers knockoffs. I brought those from the States.
Okay, so you're brave. A lot of guys won't ride the motorcycle without like having boots on, or a lot of the Westerners, and like heavy pants.
I would never thought I would have, but in my young past, in my teens and 20s, I was riding with tennis shoes. Then I switched to boots. Now, I'm okay with that. That doesn't bother me too much.
We were riding home from Chillicothe last night, and I was looking at the other riders, and almost all of them are wearing flip-flops and shorts. Almost all. Some of them aren't even wearing shirts.
I wouldn't let Eden get on the motorcycle.
You made her wear shoes?
No flip-flops.
And Karen does what she's going to do. I could tell her not to wear the shoes, but and if I wanted to go to war, I could probably get her to do it. But the next time again, she won't do it.
In the kitchen, she is absolutely the boss. I don't question anything she does. Do it your way. It's going to taste good. I don't care what it looks like. It's going to be awesome. But there's times like with motorcycle or anything like that. If I just look at her and say that we don't even need to talk. She knows she's changing shoes. Whatever I have.
Very good.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And she has been an absolute changed my life. Absolutely. I didn't expect. I knew that eventually I might find somebody, but it had only been 3 weeks, and I found her.
3 weeks in, and you found that's amazing.
And we've been
amazing.
And then we had the end of the first lunch. I knew that I wanted to have a relationship with her.
Okay, that's excellent, and that's a lot of people have that experience in the Philippines. The character, the gentleness of the spirit of these people here, the ladies, is just amazing. So it's not that hard to find a partner that you're compatible with here.
Yeah, and then step 2 was immediately after lunch was up the hill to go meet her family.
Okay.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, absolutely a good sign. So, do you want to talk a little bit about? She's a farm girl.
Yeah, she's a farm girl. What do you want?
Karen, there's a package here for Christian. Jen, how much, Kuya? We got a package delivery here, guys. Oh, King. All right. 75, Karen. All right, sorry about that, JP. But yeah, we don't have a regular address system like in America, but they know where everybody's at. It's amazing. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
They bring these packages out here, and my family at home asked me, "What's your address?" And it's like, geez, Karen and James Aranas Belete. That's it. And they get the packages here somehow. So, anything else you want to add, JP?
I think that's about it. I think if you're planning on going to the Philippines, get yourself in order. What I did to get my mind around it was listening to Dazzle TV while I was packing, listen to some of your stuff while I was packing. I'd get a list, and then I'd be packing, and all that stuff I'm giving away, selling, throwing away didn't mean anything compared to the life I was about to, and the adventure.
Exactly.
I think you need to embrace the adventure. You can't be just coming here to live cheap. You have to embrace the adventure, or it's going to kick your butt.
Yeah, yeah. For me, I'm in awe every day I get up. I wonder what's the day, what's in store today. I know it's going to be an awesome day every day, and so far so good. I mean, it's been awesome, great. So I know how you feel. I've got that feeling of, I don't know, wonderment about the place. It's just I want to see what's in every valley, over every mountain, every beach, all the beautiful the trees here and the farms. It's new. It's all new to us.
Yeah, even the Panay Island, when you have Boracay, you have all the beaches all the way around. This is a big island. It's not the biggest, but it's got a lot of diversity. I feel like I could spend 2 years here poking around and just scratch the surface.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially if I'm limited by my street motorcycle and that doesn't have any off-road capability. Not that I would push off-road.
We've barely even scratched the surface of Iloilo province and Antique. There's so much in Antique that you could take 2 years in Antique alone, because it's mountainous. It's just very mountainous, but there's settlements everywhere. There's people living all over in those mountains. When you look at like when I fly the drone over and I look at it, looks like jungle. But then when you get on foot, you realize, because you can see like some cassava and some rice and stuff, but then you see these trees, and a lot of the homes and a lot of the people are concealed by the trees. It looks like from a distance, it looks like it's a jungle, a wild place. And when you get down there, there's a whole civilization there. There's a whole, they're with their own culture. Every little valley here has a slightly different. I've learned this from Karen, a slightly different dialect. And we go to Libacao, and they are Aklenon speakers, but the dialect is so different. And Karen will even try to imitate it sometimes to show me the difference in the pronunciations. That sometimes she doesn't even understand them, even though they're both Aklenon dialect. That's how, because they're isolated in these valleys, and they've been there for all these years, and the language starts to drift apart. And one more thing I wanted to ask you about, we were talking about earlier, was the banking. So you want to tell us about your banking and what you would recommend now that you've been here? How would you recommend people in your situation handle their money? Like, you wire yourself money. You told me you use Remitly. For me, I use World Remit. And tell us about your experience and what you would recommend people do in the regard of banking and money transfers.
Definitely contact. I bank with U.S. Bank, and I contacted them and told them I was going to be out of town. I'm also out of the country. I also use Surfshark.
I have not used that.
As a VPN.
Okay, a VPN.
And so anytime I do business with.
So you have a US IP.
Yeah, I have Seattle IP, so that therefore it doesn't look scary.
Okay.
And my plan is to, if I'm not going to have a bank, Philippines bank right away, is to go ahead and re-up that for another 3 months and give me 6 more months. Hopefully, in 6 months I'll have a bank account.
I think you will,
and the other big surprise for me was a 50,000 peso limit that most places where you get your money will not. The way I found this out, I tried to send 2,000 to replace the 2,000 over 2,000 I spent on my motorcycle. I was going to replace that, and I couldn't get it.
Okay.
I went to 3 different places, got bad information from 2 of the different. I won't say the name of them, and then including a bank, a pretty big bank. And I'm 45 minutes in this conversation and says, "Oh, you don't have your ACR card? I can't help you."
45 minutes in, he didn't tell you that was a requirement.
Yeah.
But that's the way it happens sometimes around here.
But I says, "Okay, I'm gonna go cancel the Remitly, and resend. I resent the first one, and as soon as I'm finished, I live a block and a half from the nearest place I can pick up the money.
Okay.
By the time I sent, started walking before I got there, so 5 minutes, I can already pick it up.
And we were talking earlier about budget. How much would you say, just if you're a responsible person, how much money would you say you need to have to live here a month?
In Kalibo, I could easily $1,200 to maybe $1,400.
And for $1,200 to $1,400, what activities can you do? Are you eating out every night?
That's eating out probably 4 or 5 nights a week.
Okay.
I was cooking. One of the things I've done lately is I'm eating more often and bigger, so I'm gonna have to cut that down.
Okay.
I was eating down because I was really struggling to keep ahead of the heat. And so I'd eat in the morning, and then I'd only eat in the evening, and then no lunch because I just wasn't hungry. But even with, I probably lost 5 pounds.
Okay.
And I probably gained them back now.
Okay.
And but I need to walk more, not eat less.
But you'd say you saved a lot of money due to the home cooking now.
Yeah, home cooking and going to and getting much higher quality food. Homemade is always going to be better. Even the meal that Karen made us today was absolutely delicious. A little bit different than the way Eden makes it, but absolutely everything I've eaten in the Philippines has been so good. One thing I ate, I would have said it was mid. It wasn't great, but everything is just like, and every soup, 100%.
That's been my experience as well.
And the vegetables, you gotta love vegetables because they're going to be everywhere, and you should. I mean, it's healthy for you. It's
healthy. It's a more balanced diet than we typically eat in the West. All right. Well, JP, anything else to add?
That'll
All right, we'll wrap it. And I want to thank you. This has been awesome. I mean, I thought we were going to do 5 minutes. We did 25 minutes. So thank you, JP. Come on over anytime, and maybe sometime we'll get to go fishing again.
Okay.
Okay, we're here with JP, Eden, of course, Queen Niniput, and Jen Tonton somewhere around here. And Karen made one of her pizzas. She's so self-conscious about it. Smells so good, though. And we just finished the chicken soup. What do you call it? What's the word?
Chicken tinola.
Chicken tinola. So it was really good, Karen. It's good, right, JP?
Absolutely delicious. I can't wait to get a pizza.
All right.
Famous pizza.
All right, let's eat the pizza. Manja. So how long? This bike is like brand new. You've had it for what? Maybe 3 weeks?
No, it's been
a month.
At least a month.
Okay, so you had it around a month.
Let me get the key on. It's got 340 kilometers.
340 kilometers. That's really new.
Not even broke in. Not even close.
So what's that? How fast have you had this bike?
80.
80, and that's maybe coming to a place like here. You don't need to do 80 around Kalibo.
No, that was. I think that was the last time when I first tried to go to Dumarao. The further I got away from people, the more I was likely to open it up. And
once in a while, you get like the road's deserted, and you can do that, but not often.
No.
And you got to worry about the potholes too. How's your headlight at night? I'm not happy with my headlight.
I don't plan on driving at night.
Okay, so you're not going to drive at night. Well, you're smarter than me. I do it. I actually don't mind driving at night, but you have to slow way down. There's a lot less people on the road at night. Problem is you can't see the potholes.
It's been absolutely great. This is probably the best thing I've done for it is put the mount, like the aluminum mount for the motorcycle.
Okay.
For the phone, and everything else has just been great. The 110 miles to the gallon. That's.
All right, I'll ask you about it next year, and we'll see how it holds up.
Okay.
Or if you switched to something else or added something else to your stable.
I'll let you know.
All right. Excellent. Well, thank you again, JP.
Hello, James. There's a smoke, James, in your exhaust.
I had the choke on.
It already blocked my hand.
That's because I had the choke on.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Oh, I was afraid.
Yeah, let's go. Alright, here we go.
Our road is okay now. It's already dried. Much easier na for James. James, no?
Yeah.
Ivy, oh.
Mountain.
We just finished buying our stuff here in Mr. DIY. James have it, and look at our view here. Wow, it's so beautiful. It's color pink. Wow, it's amazing. Oh, everybody, I have already my new shoes. James got new razor and some here from
Karen,
Mr. DIY.
Karen, for winter, another right mirror. Look at all the birdies. They're back. Cute.
Birdies.
I wonder if anybody knows where they go in the daytime. Where are they?
Really not.
Probably some kind of ancient story about why they come back to Bangkok. Wow, look how big they're building the market there.
That's a new market.
Wow.
Like in Kalibo.
Everybody has a new market. Well, we'll come to this one often. This is going to be huge. Look at a little dog riding on the motorcycle. That's cute. Little dog. You think it's funny? Buying Oreos is funny to you?
Yep. A lot of Oreos.
Why not?
Seriously?
Yeah, Coca-Cola.
Just a reason. Oh, it's gone. It's gone now. I just
It's
broke.
on her shoulders. Here he goes. Yeah? Oh my God.
Lizard on the shoulder.